Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TE Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Monday slate. We've got 5 games to go over today, and if you like late night hockey, well, you're in luck because there's 3 late 10:30 p.m. games, obviously in the Pacific Division. Lots of Pacific teams playing tonight, so we'll of course get into that. Taking a look back at the weekend, my struggles continued on Friday and Saturday, but yesterday able to break the losing streak. So overall, a nice winning day yesterday. My only NHL play was Montreal money line minus 110. I also had a personal play with Montreal money line and Suzuki over half a point, so that was a nice winner. Alex Ovechkin did it. He did it. He broke the NHL goal record, so he is now the greatest NHL goal scorer of all time. So congrats to Alex Ovechkin for breaking that milestone. And now the Caps are a team I'm going to keep an eye on because we could potentially see them not fall apart, but we could potentially see them, and not coast either, but something like a coast. We could potentially see them maybe not play as well down the stretch. Obviously, losing Logan Thompson doesn't help, but losing Alexi Protas now also doesn't help. So the Caps are kind of getting injuries at the wrong time. They're definitely going to be a team that I'm going to be keeping my eye on as we go forward. But we're going to jump into the standings, and some more teams have clinched since our last show. So we'll, of course, discuss that. Toronto in first with 98 points, 4 points ahead. Tampa Bay with 94. The Florida Panthers with 92. What was a very, very close race here is starting to open up a little bit with the Leafs, a 4-point lead in the Atlantic. In the Metro, the Washington Capitals in first with 107. Their playoff spot and I'd say the division title are pretty much locked in here. The New Jersey Devils with 89 points. The Ottawa Senators sit there with 90. And if you go back up here, the Florida Panthers have 92 points. So this Senators team, while they are in the top wildcard spot, they are a lot closer to making the top 3 of the division than they are missing the playoffs. The Ottawa Senators now have an 11-point lead over the Rangers. Montreal now has a 6-point lead over the Rangers. So what was a very, very close race is starting to not be so close here heading into the end of the season. The Rangers and Detroit both with 79 points, both have to win pretty much every single game left. The Islanders, there was 78, same deal, but obviously that extra point could be huge. You would need Montreal and Ottawa to lose, or at least Montreal. The Columbus Blue Jackets with 77, the Buffalo Sabres with 74, Pittsburgh with 74, and then Philly and Boston tied for last place in the East, both with 71 points. In the Central, the Winnipeg Jets in first with 108. Dallas 3 points behind with 105. 7 points behind them is the Colorado Avalanche with 98. The Vegas Golden Knights with 102. The LA Kings clinching a playoff spot with 97 points. Edmonton with 93. The top wildcard spot is the St. Louis Blues with 93 points. The Wild, huge win over Dallas yesterday for the Wild's playoff hopes, now sitting there with 91. The Flames, 2 games in hand on the Wild, 6 points behind. These two teams are going to face each other in the next week or so. Very important game coming up there for both teams. Vancouver with 77 points, Vancouver with 83 points, not technically eliminated. Same thing with Utah, but both highly unlikely to make the playoffs here. Anaheim with 74, Seattle with 72, and the bottom 3 of the Western Conference and the NHL here. If you guys like the show, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support, everyone. And we'll jump into the slate here after we talk to the chat and see what the chat is thinking. Let's see. Yo, Terry Nader. Hey, Mr. Sloth, how's it going? Nice to see you. Terry, ... Hello, Nicholas. How's it going? Sorokin finally gave up a goal to Ovi, and of course it had to be that one. Terry, I say it all the time. This is the best value show on hockey. How can we help promote you? Obviously, if you've already hit the subscribe button, that helps. If you want to share the show, you go to the YouTube section. There's a share button. You want to share the show on social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. That would really help. But yeah, just appreciate everyone watching on a daily basis. That helps too. I think Calgary is the only important game tonight. Well, Ranger fans might disagree with you, but we'll talk about that soon. Here. I found it 3 weeks ago, and I've sent it to 15 of my buddies already. We love it. Thanks, Brad. I really appreciate that. The Great 8. Yes, the Great 8 passes the Great 1. Hopefully everyone cashed an Ovi anytime goal plays as well as Montreal and Ottawa playing in very meaningful games. I did. Not really on Ottawa, but the other two. Caps are a fade. They won't care anymore until the playoffs. I don't necessarily know about the not caring. But yes, I don't necessarily think they're going to be a team that I'm going to be looking to back until playoff time. DK offered boosted goals, and a lot of books did. Shout out to the books. I almost didn't bet it as that boost just scared me off it. Yeah, I'm not one of the people that think, it's a boost, so it has to be a loser. The books are trying to trick you, that kind of stuff. I don't believe in that. If I like the play and it's boosted, I'm going to bet it. Sends in 6 versus Toronto. We'll have to see how things shake up. We will have to see, because it could be Florida against Toronto. Could very well be Florida against Toronto. Listening to other hockey shows, and there are theories Florida and Tampa are strategically tanking for playoff positions. I'm staying off all the top teams. I don't believe that. When it comes to the taking part, I don't believe that. But they may not necessarily have their foot on the pedal. They're not in a do or die situation. But I don't know about tanking on purpose. I don't think so. Oliver Rodrigue expected for the Oilers, who their third string goalie, their AHL goaltender. Panthers over Leafs in 5. Well, yes, it's nothing is decided. Nothing is decided. We don't even have matchups yet. I'm not even going to look at. That's going to be the last few games of the season where I'll really look at playoff futures. But they're coming. We'll be locking in some playoff futures right before the playoffs start. I guess my Panthers are tanking to play the Leafs. I don't know if I believe that, but just kidding. But these injuries have sucked. It's been a tough stretch, ugly to watch. Hopefully we get everyone back healthy and flip the switch. Now you know, Brewski, how I've been feeling as a Wild fan. The Wild were in first place in the Central at one point. Kaprizov having an MVP type year. Everything was going great, and then injuries hit, and now I feel ya. I know what you're going through. Yo, Terry. Hey, Subaru. How's it going? Into playoff mode. Yes. Got to get into playoff mode soon. Love seeing the Minnesota Wild back to their come from behind winning ways. They've been a great team to buy live when trailing in close games. Yeah, in the past, they've been the comeback kids. Hopefully that continues. Well, hopefully they don't need to come back. Hopefully they can start leading in games early and winning games convincingly. But Kaprizov coming back soon. Stop Geo, potentially maybe Wednesday, but that's not for sure. Stop Geo coming on in to say hi. How's it going? And keep up your great work, TE. Me. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate that. But we're finally going to jump into a game. The first game of the day is the Tampa Bay Lightning, minus 155 road favorites. The New York Rangers, plus 130 home dogs. Total of 5.5 here in this one. No shocking surprise. Andrei Vasilevsky against Igor Shesterkin here in this game. And this game is incredibly important for the New York Rangers, as was their last one that they lost against the Devils. With the standings looking like they are, which we obviously just went over, the Rangers, they need to win every game. They do have a game in hand over the Montreal Canadiens, but 6 points behind with only 6 games left. That is going to be incredibly difficult for the Rangers to overcome that and make the playoffs. But it starts here. If they lose this game, well, they're pretty much done for, in my opinion. Now, looking at this game, having said that, I don't trust this Rangers team. They're just not having a good season. JT Miller, he's been great since coming over from Vancouver, doing everything you can ask him to do, but unfortunately not getting any assistance, really. Now, Artemi Panarin would probably disagree with me. Multiple points in 3 of his last 4. He is going 4-5 against Tampa Bay. If I was going to be looking at props here, it would be something with maybe Artemi Panarin. Kucherov has a great history, 12 consecutive games of the point against the Rangers. So I could see that. I could see the draw in this game. I think this game will be pretty close. But Tampa Bay, how much does this game really matter to the Tampa Bay Lightning? Now, I'm not saying that they don't care. I'm not saying that. But like I said earlier in the show, I don't know how foot to the pedal the Lightning are going to be here in this game. But I just don't trust this Rangers team. I can't trust them here against Andrei Vasilevsky and this Tampa Bay Lightning squad, even if they're not 100% foot on the gas. So this game is a pass for me here to start the slate. But there's some potential spots to look at here in this game. And I apologize for saying the word pass. Unfortunately, you're going to hear it quite a bit through the rest of the season just because there's a lot of situations now where it's smart to pass. It's smart to pass in some games. So that's what we'll be doing going forward. Over 1.5 points for Kucherov, plus 125. All right. Nick leans with the draw. I agree with you. Seems like a draw game. Gensel, anytime goal, plus 140. All right. The New York Rangers are incredibly bad. I have no sympathy for New York Ranger money line bettors. Yeah, I feel ya. That's why I can't trust them. I don't trust them. Panarin, anytime goal, plus 160. All right. Exact score, Rangers game 3-2. I could see that. I could see 2-2 going to overtime. Rangers win. I could see that. Oh no, I'm so sad. The Rangers are going to miss the playoffs. And so are the New York Islanders. But yes, all 3 New York teams out of the playoffs. Interesting. At Tommy Rags money line. Oh, ISX likes Rangers. Gensel over 2.5 shots on goal. Cover this in 5 straight. Oh, Finnegan says the Rangers. Finnegan likes the Rangers. So alert. Now I'll have to make some kind of special video. I used to have a video for Finnegan, but Miller assist plus 150. All right. Scroll down. Hagel assist plus 125. All right. Good says, hey, Terry. Hey, Good. How's it going? Nice to see you. Tampa just lost to the Sabres in a shootout. Yeah, because the Sabres, for some reason, really care. They really care. Draw spot. I can see that. Miller has a point in each of the 7 home games against his former teams. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Good day, Terry. I'm late, but here I'll watch from the beginning after the show. You didn't really miss much. We just kind of recapped the weekend, and yeah, you didn't miss too much. So Terry mentioned goalies. Thumbs up. Yes, I remembered. Let's see if I can remember every game. Also, not sure how much the factor Tampa Bay 1-7 in last 8 at MSG. Interesting. Kucherov is the kind of guy that would show up hungover as they coast. Yeah, I could see that. By the way, I can't get on the correct side. Yes, you're telling me. They are losing against teams that they should probably be beating. Then they're going out and they're winning against Washington and winning against Dallas. Yeah, I can't help you there, Captain Bry. Can't help you there. Hi, Terry. Hi, Timothy. How's it going? I knew you were going to say neither. Well, yeah, it fits. Isles didn't win the President's Trophy last year and were a cup favorite this year. That is true. It is an epic fall for the Rangers. We kind of discussed that throughout the year. Just things haven't gone well for him. Finnegan is 0-2 on since you've been tracking. Oh no, he's got to get his act together. It's not going to cut it. And don't fade Finnegan. Yeah, come on, don't fade Finnegan. He won't appreciate that. But we'll continue on along to our next game. St. Louis Blues plus 145. Road Dogs. The Winnipeg Jets minus 170. Home favorites. Total 5.5 here in this one. Connor Hellebuck confirmed for the Winnipeg Jets. And Joel Hofer confirmed for the St. Louis Blues in this one. And when I look at this game here, I get it. If we're looking at this game from a season as a whole, the Winnipeg Jets, if not the best, definitely a top 2 team in the NHL this season. And they've been fantastic at home all year long. So I get that. Minus 170 home favorites. That makes sense if you look at this at the season from a whole. However, if you look at the last month or so, a little bit less than that, this game is not priced correctly. The St. Louis Blues, 12 consecutive wins. They just continue to win games, close games. Maybe they let Colorado come back a little bit there in their last game, but they still found a way to win. And when you look at the 3 games between these teams this year, the road team has won all 3 meetings. The Jets won 3-2 in St. Louis. The Blues won 4-1 in Winnipeg. And then the Jets won 4-3 in a shootout in St. Louis. 4th final meeting of the year in Winnipeg. The road team trying to win all 4 meetings. This Blues team is they're just hot. And it's no fluke. This 12-game win streak is no fluke. So we'll take the Blues. I get it. Fading Winnipeg, not something I'd like to do this year. But this Blues team is just playing fantastic hockey right now and consistent hockey. So we will take them here. Now, I do want to quickly take a look at line combos here. Let's see if we have anything from this morning. No. So in the last game, Pavel Buchnevich, Robert Thomas, and Jimmy Snuggerud, the rookie, got his chance on the top line with Thomas and Buchnevich. Snuggerud has a point in back-to-back games. He's played in 3 NHL games now. He has points in back-to-back. I will take him to get a point in this game, which I got for plus 155. Now, of course, it's not for sure that he's still on that top line. But if he is going to be on that top line, obviously he's going to be on the lineup in the top 6 somewhere. But I will take him at plus 155 here as well. I'll take Pavel Buchnevich over half a point at plus 100 in this one. And Robert Thomas, the reason I'm taking those 2 guys basically is because of Robert Thomas. The guy, if it wasn't for Robert Thomas, I don't think the Blues would be in the situation they are in right now. A point in 12 of his last 13 games. Not surprising, they've won 12 in a row. Multiple points in 6 of the last 7. And a point in 7 of 8 against Winnipeg. The issue is you can't bet Thomas as a single play. Over 1.5 points. I like it. I do. He's done in 6 of 7. But against Hellebuck here, I don't know. I don't know if this is a super high-scoring game. So I'm going to stay off Thomas, but I'll take Snuggerud, I'll take Buchnevich, and I'll take the Blues to win this game at plus 145. There's just value there. There's just value on this Blues team. So I will take them here in this spot. We'll scroll down. Blues win streak reaches the penultimate game. I like them here to beat the best team in the West and strengthen their playoff footing. I can agree with that. Blues until they lose, plus 145. No need to really say more. Yeah, for me, obviously it depends. Like if the Blues are minus 180 favorite and I got to take them on the puck line, maybe no. Because they haven't necessarily been covering puck lines. But as a road dog here, yes. Perfect, says IceX. Got to take a shot with the Blues for plus money. I agree. Robert Thomas, over 1.5 points, plus 215, 19 points, last 8 games. I like it. I do. It's the Jets. So just not sure. I haven't done this in a while, but reveal trap card, reverse Uno. Sorry. Joking. LOL. Okay. Cam Fowler assist plus 175. He's been great recently. I could bet him too, but I'm not. I don't want to overload in props against the Winnipeg Jets. Hofer starting. Surprised it's not Binner, but Hofer has been solid lately. He has. And the Blues might play tomorrow. It's possible that the Blues might play tomorrow. No, they don't. Okay, yeah, so it is kind of interesting the Hofer starting. Shifley assist plus 100. All right. Is that a same game parlay? No. Snuggerud point plus 155 by itself. Pavel Buchnevich point plus 100 by itself. And then Blues money line plus 145, I think, or plus 140. I can't remember or plus 142, I think I got it for. Obviously by itself. Thomas 2 plus and Snuggie point plus 393. Okay. Kairu point minus 109. All right. Jake Neighbors point plus 154. All right. Especially if Neighbors does get back on that top line, I don't know what's going to happen with the lines here, but Snuggerud did well in his last game, so it won't surprise me to see him back on the top line for the Blues tonight. But we'll continue on along with our next game. The Edmonton Oilers minus 150. Road favorites. The Anaheim Ducks plus 125. Home dogs. Total of 6 here in this one. No confirmed goalies here. Calvin Pickard unconfirmed. Lucas Dostal unconfirmed. Obviously, there is I guess you could say, rumors that maybe Calvin Pickard is going to get the night off and Olivier Rodrigue might start for the Oilers. Obviously, we'll have to see if that's the case. But when I look at this game, it's a pass for me here. I don't really want any part in this game. I lean with Anaheim as a home dog here in this one, but not enough to pull the trigger. Bouchard, an assist in 5 of his last 6 games, an assist in 12 of 14 against Anaheim. He's been great against the Ducks. And for the Ducks, Lacombe didn't get a point for me in the last 2 games. Does have points in 3 in a row against the Oilers. Trevor Zegras is doing pretty well also. But no interest here for me in this game, which unfortunately you're going to hear again soon as we go over the next game. But okay, thanks. No problem. Keeping Binner out maybe is a playoff matchup. That could be true. Pass for me as well. Maybe Skinner point. All right. Probs not. Zegras assist. Lacombe point. And Bouchard assist. All right. Good luck. But On to our next game. Calgary Flames, minus 210, road favorites. The Sharks, plus 175, home dogs. Total of 6 here in this game. Dustin Wolf, unconfirmed. Alexander Georgiev, unconfirmed here for this game. And again, I hate to do it, but pass. You could not pay me to bet this game. I get it. The Flames, their playoff lives are on the line here. If they lose this game against the Sharks, then my Wild are pretty much in the playoffs. But I do think the Sharks. I do think the Flames do win this game, but they're minus 210 favorites. I'm not going to lock them in regulation because that would probably be minus 130, I'm guessing, something like that. I don't want any part of that. The puck line plus 125. This Flames team doesn't have to smash the Sharks. They just have to win. So player props for the Sharks, nobody right now. For the Flames, Kadri, a 0.8 of 10. He's been the only consistent player for the Flames. Pass, unfortunately, in this game. Tide Pods, top line, nicely priced. Goal prop. Okay, oops, that was a mistake. Bear with me for a second. Kadri goal. All right. Uyghur point. All right. Kadri goal full unit. Wow. Okay. Flame on. Flames puck line. Wow. Okay. Flames minus 1. Desperate team with everything to play for versus a team getting the number 1 overall pick. Okay. Flames can make things in. No, they can't. They might try, but no. It's not going to. Maybe it gets a little bit interesting, but not that interesting, Nick. Not that interesting. Maybe live bet the Flames if they're down. Yeah, maybe that's a potential. If Vladar is in net, over. Vladar, not the automatic fade that he potentially has been in the past this year. By the way, if Snuggerud plays in the top line with Buchnevich and Thomas, he can parlay the 3 for plus 301 and FanDuel. That is beautiful. But final game of the night. And no, I'm not passing. So there we go. Seattle, plus 195 road dogs. The LA Kings, minus 240. Home favorites, total 5.5 here in this one. And no confirmed goalies here. Joey Decord, unconfirmed. Darcy Kempfer, unconfirmed here in this one. If I was looking at Seattle props, it would be McCann and or Burakovsky, who've been consistent on that third line for the Kraken. Jaden Schwartz on the second line. He's been playing pretty well also recently. I took Kempe anytime goal on Saturday. Of course I did. He had scored in 3 games in a row. The primary assist on an Andrei Kuzmenko goal, who had been assisting previous to that. So the two guys decided to switch in the last game. Here in this one, I'll take Andrei Kuzmenko over half a point at plus 100. Top line with Kempe and Kopitar. Kuzmenko and Kempe are the ones doing most of the offense here for the Kings recently. So I'll take Kuzmenko over half a point, plus 100, top line, playing well against a team that is out of the playoffs. And of course, the Kings, the best home team in the NHL. So Kuzmenko over half a point, plus 100. Not going to overthink things here. We'll just take Kuzmenko here in this one. And Kempe probably scores. He probably does, but it is what it is. Flames plus 1,000 to make the playoffs. You can go bet that if you want, Nick, but it's not going to cash. Kaprizov is coming back. Kaprizov will be back for those games against the Flames. And the Wild are a much, much different team with Kaprizov in the lineup. So, no. McLovin, anytime goal tonight. McLovin, anytime goal. All right. You like it any side so far, Terry? Little Rangers action. Blues money line. Blues money line, my only side play in the NHL today. That's it. Kempe goal? Probably yes. Kings first period -0.5 and puck line. Kings smash spot looking to hold off Edmonton for the second seed. Versus a team, nothing to play for. 2 blowout wins. Let down for Seattle. All right. Sounds good to me. Over Seattle Kings game? Maybe. The Kings not a team that I love to take the over with. So at Hal L was looking that way, either McLevin or Muhammad anytime goal. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I probably should, but that's okay. AK line for the Kings, Kempe, Kuzmenko, Kopitar, plus 229. All right, I like it. Point each. Okay. McCann assist. All right. And thank you. No problem, Mr. Stop Geo. Thanks for watching as always. OwnersBox, fantasy sports, player picks, salary cap, lightning lineups. Make your best team in the salary cap. Parlay some guys together for player picks or get a lightning lineup. Promo code TEPICS. Link is in the description below when signing up. CopperTech plays. I've given out all my NHL plays today. I do have 2 premium plays on CopperTech, both in the MLB. Full unit underdog play and a full unit 2-team money line parlay, which I really like for today's baseball slate. If you guys like the show, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Appreciate all the support. And the MLB show, Prop Hitters, will be on in the next minute or two as soon as I log off here. We will quickly see Vogel anytime goal. LOL. Okay. And he was doing good, but just got taken off. That line just kind of slowed down. But thank you for watching. Best of luck in the NHL tonight, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes for the